Hey y'all, I need to start this video over. I forgot to turn my microphone on. So let me recap what I've done here. Basically, what we're going to do today is Let's Resin. Everything Let's Resin. I already opened up the package for the mini auto epoxy mixer that they sent me to review. And I also got a couple molds from Let's Resin, and today we're going to do the honey pot. And I've got it turned inside out because I was showing you the bees that are on the inside, and then the lid has a cute little bee on top. I've got some UV resin mixed up with some colors added, and I took out the mixer. Has a silicone cup, 450 mLs or 16 ounces. It has a plastic paddle that comes off for cleaning purposes. And the way that you turn it on is you turn this dial. And when the unit is on, it flashes green. And if the battery is low, it will indicate red. So it has a USB-C charging port. And when you put this on the silicone unit, it has two it fits right into those little grooves like that. It does go on a certain way. If you don't get it in there right, it won't sit right. So like that way, it's not really compatible. So you have to kind of turn it and it'll fit exactly in there right. Comes with a silicone mat and a cleaning tool. And I was going over the instructions. It has a 2-hour charging time for full charge, and has a lithium battery. Basically, after you're done mixing, you can take this out, set it on the mat to drip. You can let the resin cure on here and take it off. I don't ever do that. I clean my paddles right away. If there's a low battery, the light on top will flash red here. When charging, the red light will steady on, and when it's fully charged, the green light will steady on. To turn it on, clockwise. To turn it off, counterclockwise. If the motor unit is stained with epoxy, it can be cleaned with an alcohol wipe, which is what I would do. The stirring speed of the mixer is 0 to 400 RPMs. If you get any air bubbles, that's mainly related to the product structure of the mixing method and how fast you're stirring it. The capacity, mixing capacity, is determined according to the capacity of the cup. So the capacity of our mixing cup is recommended not to exceed 12 ounces. So basically what that means is, here's your 12-ounce mark. So if you mix resin to that 12-ounce mark and you stick this in there, it's going to make the resin higher, because it's got to make room for that paddle. So 12 ounces is what they recommend. Of course, they always have their product after sales, their website, and then it comes in several different languages. So that's basically the nuts and bolts of this little mixer, and I'm excited to use it, and we are going to use it today. So that is that. Yay! let's get to the mold before I mix up any resin, because I want to explain to you what I'm going to do. So this little bee on here, you know, honeybees are black and yellow. So I've mixed up some UV resin and I've mixed some colors. For the wings, I'm going to use clear with the Marabou Rainbow alcohol ink. For the yellow, I have mixed up, and I'm using the Let's Resin UV resin for my UV resin. What I've used for that is I used the Let's Resin Resin Dye Yellow and the Let's Resin Opaque Resin Dye Yellow. And I used 2 drops of this, 1 drop of that. So that's, and I added the Into Resin Yellow Non-Sink Glitter, just a tiny pinch, and that's what we're going to use for the yellow. For the black, I have mixed up the Let's Resin Black Resin Dye, and I added just a tiny, tiny, tiny pinch of the holographic silver chrome powder, just to give it a little sparkle too. So I am going to get this down inside here, and I probably will have to cure as I go, and that's what we're going to do with this. So first, I'm going to get it into these wings here, and hopefully we won't have any issues with bubbles. So I'm going to attempt to pour this in here. Looks like I got a hair in there, 2 hairs somehow. Okay, so let's see if we can get this down inside that little tiny hole. So that's how this is getting done. And I'll alternate the yellow and black, yellow, black all the way back. And then I'll fill the other wing and get him all done. And then we'll come back. Okay? All right. BRB. Okay, guys. That was fun. But I got it all done. And I'm not going to do that to these in here because, oh, goodness gracious, that was a chore. We'll figure out what we're going to do with those after the fact. So now the color that we're going to use for the honey pot and the lid, I have grabbed a couple colors from my stash, and we're going to see what we come up with here. So what does a beehive usually look like? A beehive is usually brownish in color. And so I grabbed the Let's Resin Latte, the caramel, orange, yellow, and then I grabbed a Starry Night dark red. I don't have a clue how these are all going to look, but we're just going to kind of add them one at a time and see what we come up with. And I want it to be translucent, so we're going to stick with the translucent colors. We're not going to add any opaque, and we'll see what we come up with. So, excuse me. Let's go ahead and use our new mixer, and we'll mix up some resin here. So this mold takes 7 fluid ounces, and this mold takes 1.7. So that is a little less than 10 ounces. So we're just going to mix up 10 ounces. So we'll mix up 5 and 5. And we are going to use the casting resin today from Let's Resin. Grab it here. Oh, goodness. Let's Resin. Okay, so let's pour the part B first. And I did weigh these bottles. They don't weigh 10 pounds, so I'm good at lifting them. I wouldn't lift them if they weighed 10 pounds or more, because I'm listening to my doctor. Okay, here we go. That is 5 ounces of B. And I'll set those over here. And now we're going to do 5 ounces of A. Now 5 ounces of A. We'll take it to 10 ounces. And there is 10 ounces. Now, I am going to spray this just because I'm going to clean it off first. Goodness, it looks dirty. Being in that box. All right. Now it looks good. I'm just going to lightly spray it, which is what I do with all my paddles. And here we go. Move this forward a little bit. And we're going to turn it on. And I'm going to set a timer. Let's take a look. Let me grab, oops, my cleaner here. This is what I generally do off camera, but for today, you guys are getting to see what I do off camera. Like the fact that this is big and you can clean these paddles real super simple. I get all the extra resin off and put it back in the bowl because why waste it, right? You mix up 10 ounces for a reason. All right. Okay. Set that right there. Looks like I got a little resin on the edge. Take this, pull this off, set this aside. I'll wipe all that off. And then I'm just going to get a paper towel, pour some alcohol on it, and we're just going to clean it off. That way it will be ready for next time. And you can, if you want to, which is what I do with my other mixer. I keep a mix of alcohol and water in a container, and I keep a spare plastic cup, you know, because the other ones have cups, and I put my blade, I leave my blade on it, and then I just run it through that alcohol and water mixture, and it cleans it up nice. You could do that with this too after you're done. Voila, clean. And then I'll clean this up. And as you can see, there's quite a few bubbles in there. So what I'm going to have to do then is transfer this to a plastic cup, and I'm going to have to run it through my vacuum chamber. So I'll give this a stir, scrape the sides. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add the caramel to this, because after I run it through my vacuum chamber, it's going to be, I'm going to have to stir it again, and it's going to incorporate bubbles. So I'm going to go ahead and add the caramel to it right now and see what we get. And then I'll run it after all that. So let's do that first, so I'm not running back and forth. Okay, so we got 10 ounces of resin here. So, oops, that's not open. I know I have one of these open. Shake it up. Okay, let's see what we get here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's start with 8. See what we get. Grab a stick. All right, that is 8. Add some more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now I'm going to add some latte. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like that color. It's looking like a beehive color. Now, the question is, do we add glitter? I'm going to add some more latte. 7, 8, 9, 10 more drops of latte. Latte has a yellow base to it, so I don't think we need to add any yellow. I don't think I'm going to add any orange. Let me add a couple more drops of caramel. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm liking that. It almost looks like honey, doesn't it? Okay. So, should we add glitter? I am just going to add a pinch of this glitter. Because you know, everything looks better with glitter, right? Oh, yes. Now look at that. Pretty. Okay, I'm liking this, guys. All right, I'm going to go run this through my vacuum chamber. And then we'll be back and we'll pour it. Like it. All right, BRB. Okay, y'all. Look at that. Does that not look like honey? Like, seriously, looks perfect. I'm just going to give it a little swirl here. Mix that glitter up in there. I was going to go grab my honey and compare it. Compare the colors. Hold on. Let me run and get that. Hold on. I'll be right back. This is my Colorado Raw honey. So it is very comparable. Very comparable. So, yeah. All right. Let's get this in here. So, all right, guys, we'll be back on demold. See you in a little while. Bye. Good morning, everybody. Guess what? These are cured. So let's go ahead and get these out of here, and then I'll show you what we're going to try to do. Yep. One little tiny bubble right there. Other than that, look at him. It's so cute. He turned out perfect. His little wings. Aww. All right. Let me see if I can fix that little tiny bubble. Let me wipe this out. And I didn't get any bubbles around the rim. So that's perfect. Let's just put him on here. Oh, look at that. He's so cute. Okay. Put that over there. Okay. A little bit of clear UV resin. And we'll fix that little bubble. I'm just going to put a little bit on my table here. I don't need very much. Somebody was asking me in the comments how I fix these, so this is how I do it. I just take a little bit of UV resin and I just put it down inside that little hole, just like that. And voila. Make sure there's no air in there. And did I wipe it out? I think I did. It's so small, I can't hardly see it. Okay. I just want to wipe around the edge, not over it. Just like that. It's perfect. And then you just take your little UV flashlight and you cure it. Now you can't even see it. And his eyes are already black, so we're just going to put a little white behind him to accent them, to make his eyes pop. Okay. And now he's fixed. You can't even see it. He turned out perfect. Little butterfly. All right. Let me get my white here. And we'll get him all fixed up here. And we're just going to put just a little bit, if I can do this without messing it up. We're just going to put a little bit of white. I may have to doctor it with my micro brush. Oh, goodness. Yes, definitely with my micro brush. This is hard to do when you're trying to do it clear out here. And I may have to make his eyes just a little blacker. Sorry, guys, I'm concentrating. Now, I can't see. Does he have a mouth? I don't think so. So there's his little eyes. Hmm? Ain't he cute? Okay. There's that. Now, this is what we're going to do to decorate this little dude up. I'm going to use my yellow. Did I get out yellow? Pretty sure I did. Is it over here? Yep. We're going to decorate the outside bees on here. I'll take him over here and set him off. We're going to decorate these little bees out here. We're going to color them because they were so small I couldn't get the UV resin inside of them and get it politically correct. So I'm going to color them with my marker. Okay, y'all. Boy, that was a challenge. I couldn't even imagine doing it with the UV resin like I did with this. The paint pens were challenging enough, but I got them all painted, and then I went ahead and sealed them with UV resin, and I added a touch of the Marabou rainbow just to give them a little sparkle. So that's all done. Now, here's what we're going to do. We are going to add some flowers because, that's what bees do. They pollinate, right? So we're going to add some flowers to them. And we're going to UV resin those on there. What do I do with my UV resin? Because I just thought that would just be so cute. And we're just going to put them, right beside the bees because, that's what bees do. My finger here, and and I'll probably have to do it from the inside too. Whoa, come back here. And then I'll do it from the inside like that. I got out of all my flowers because I wasn't quite sure which ones I wanted to use, but these ones here are perfect color for what we're trying to do. And I mean, we're not going to fill the whole jar with them, but I just thought a few of them would be cute. I'm going to do one more here. We'll put this one right over here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to drip some honey. I don't want to go all the way around. I just want to do some partial. And then we're going to set it inside this coaster because I want the honey to drip all the way down and make a puddle at the base. Does that make sense? Okay. And I did mix up the UV resin already, and I used the Let's Resin Yellow and the Let's Resin Latte. So here we go. See if I can do this. And I'm going to have my light ready so that I can do this. As soon as it starts to puddle, you have to mix up some more. All right. Now it's not sticky. So what do you guys think about my little creation? Let me get a whiteboard so you can see. So it looks like it's spilt honey. And now what I was saying was you could take this and just UV resin it to that and have it just be laying there, you know, so it doesn't roll off. Or like I said, it can just be sitting inside of there like that. What do you guys think? So this is the lid. No bubbles, perfectly clear. And then this is the pot with the honey dripping out over the side, made a puddle so that it looks like there's honey dripping out on the ground. And then I put flowers all the way around it. What do you guys think? Think it's cute? It's still a little sticky on top. Let me get my light here. Cure that on top. Just in those spots where the light didn't get to it. There. So, yeah. What do you guys think? I think it turned out great. I love it. So cute, so cute, so cute. So, recap. I did this review of this mold for Into Resin, and then we reviewed the new, well, it's not new, but it is new, the mini mixer. So I used that and I really like it. Put that back on there. And so I went over everything with that. So these are the two things that I reviewed for Let's Resin in this video. So I will put a link in my description box for the mixer and the mold. And I do have a discount code for Let's Resin, so you can treat yourself and get 10% off of either one of these items. And So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about my little honey pot. And yeah, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Did I do it justice? I think I did. I think it's adorable. So yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for this video. I think it's quite long enough. I will get it uploaded. And so, yeah, leave me a comment, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. I do have an announcement to make, but I'll do that in the next video. So, yeah, I had fun. I had fun making this. This was great. I loved it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, yeah. So today I'm going to leave you with this cute little mold, and remember to stay curious, stay creative, and stay positive. So I'll see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.